To Made in America, claiming a kind of victory tonight. The American powerhouse Apple, famous for its giant manufacturing operations in China, has promised to do something they have not done in nearly 20 years. Build some Apple computers right here in the United States. And ABC's David Muir, captain of our Made in America team, is here with the latest details. David.
And Diane, as you know, for nearly 3 decades, Apple made its computers in the U.S. before starting to outsource production in the mid-90s. Tonight, one of their lines will soon bear those 3 words we've been reporting so much here: Made in America.
Tonight, that bold announcement from Apple. CEO Tim Cook now says some of Apple's Mac computers will next year carry those 3 words, Made in America. Cook telling Bloomberg Businessweek that the company plans to spend $100 million next year to move production of the Mac line from China back here to the U.S. It was earlier this year, when asked about the factories they used to have here in America, that Tim Cook talked about the possibility of bringing manufacturing back.
There is some manufacturing revival in the U.S. Will there be an Apple product ever made again in the United States?
I want there to be.
And now a promise that there will be. The vast majority of Apple products are made overseas.
Wow.
The Foxconn factories in China, they make 40% of the world's electronics. Where just this year, ABC's Bill Weir took you inside for an exclusive look after working conditions there came under fire. This new move by Apple, moving their line of Macs back to America, still represents a small percentage of Apple's overall product line. iPhones, iPads would still be assembled overseas. But Cook has made the point before that key components of the iPhone, for instance, are made in America. The processor made here, the glass in Kentucky.
Will it ever say on the back of an Apple product, designed in California, assembled in the United States?
Several parts are from the United States.
Tonight, economists telling us Apple is now joining a trend that we've reported on extensively here on World News, an early wave of American companies beginning to rethink their strategy of where they manufacture their products. Chinese wages have risen 15 to 20% a year. Another key reason to come back: proximity, location. Make it here and you don't have to ship from China, saving a lot of money. Suddenly, the math for many companies isn't adding up.
So they're deciding that Made in America makes more sense.
Yes, it's an economic question about being made in America. It's not necessarily a patriotic question, it's an economic question.
One that also creates a ripple effect here at home. The other jobs created. Just last night, we introduced you to Ariana Russell in St. Louis, making her own iPhone cases and determined to make her design here in America.
So you found a way to do it here.
I found a way to do it here.
There was so much interest in those American-made iPhone cases last night that her website crashed within 5 minutes of our report. But it's back up and running tonight, and she tells us she sold 2,000 of those iPhone cases, Diane, in 24 hours. But on this larger announcement from Apple tonight, we reached out to our team of economists, and they all echoed one another, saying that this is about more than just goodwill. It's now good business. And Diane Swonk told us just before we came on the air tonight, this move puts an exclamation point on the trend we've all been reporting here.
American jobs back on the case again tonight. Thank you, David.